There we are. There we are.
Okay, there's agendas here if anybody wants them. We're gonna start off with the public hearing first to adopt our 2026 budget. We'll do the final reading and adopt it. So we will start at 6:07 PM. This is resolution number 2025-03, and it is actually the final reading and adoption of the 2026 budget. So bear with me while I read numbers. For the Casino Riverboat, adopted budget 2,941. For the rainy day, 0. General fund, adopted budget $282,008. Adopted tax levy $155,000 for an adopted tax rate of 0.9545. Local road and street, the adopted budget is $5,386. Motor vehicle highway, adopted budget $28,177. Continuing education, adopted budget $3,000. Park, adopted budget $9,400. Adopted tax levy $10,000. Adopted tax rate 0.0616. Cumulative capital improvements, which is the cigarette tax, $881. Cumulative capital development, $11,111. Adopted tax levy of $12,000 for an adopted tax rate of 0.0739. And the economic development income tax credit, CEDIT, adopted budget $17,902. So the adopted budget for 2026 for the town of Chalmers is $360,806. Adopted tax levy of $177,000 and adopted tax rate of 1.09. So if we're okay with the budget, we can go ahead and approve the resolution. So there's the
I make
resolution.
Make a motion to approve budget resolution number 2025-03.
I have a motion to adopt the resolution 2025-03, which is the 2026 budget. Yeah, we go. Totally with blank. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. And that will conclude our public hearing. And we are adjourned the public hearing at 6:10. Okay, so what do you need for signature wise?
Well, there's just one.
Just this one form?
Yeah. And then I'll make. I have to upload that first thing.
Okay. Okay. We will go ahead and open up the Common Council meeting for the town of Chalmers at 6:11. If everyone would stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. 6:11. Okay. Agenda check. Does anybody have anything they need to add or change? Yes,
Fine, now.
she's gonna submit it tomorrow through Gateway and yeah.
Did
Honestly, I want to say thank you to everybody because I feel like this year we actually,
Mhm.
I feel so much better about our budget. I think we know more where we stand and have a
Agree.
better idea of where we're going to be in 2026.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. Yeah. That's a lot. Got a lot of numbers.
My job.
A lot of numbers. Okay. If
Oh.
Nothing needs changed, then any guests that have any comments or? Okay. Fred, you want to start off?
Okay, so roof, as I think most of us know, there's about $12,000 in the Wessel Building Fund, and the estimates for roofing and siding came in much over that as far as the total for roofing and siding. So I think it has become prudent looking at the roof. You can see that needs it worse than anything. So basically, Lowry's came in at $7,800 for the roof, put a new metal roof on that building, take the chimney down below the roof line, sheathe over it, and another $650 for gutters and downspouts, which I think would be a good investment.
How much was that?
$650.
Yeah.
So that's separate.
Yeah, if you throw it all in there, it's what, $8,450.
Mhm.
So we're not, wait, okay. Okay, I'm obviously jumping ahead.
Which is less than the competing bid for just the roof.
Okay, so Lowry did roof and siding.
No, roof
We
and
have-
guttering.
Roof and gutter.
Roof and gutter. We had bids for the complete building, roof, siding, and some had gutters and some didn't. And some had the chimney takedown, some didn't. So we're just looking at doing the roof for right now.
Okay, and then, sorry, the other guy's name is what?
Keller Builders. What was
Keller.
it? Keller
Keller.
Builders. Yeah, and his was over 18, it was $18,012.70. It was like 82.54 for the roof. Must have got sidetracked because I didn't get the rest of that number.
But did his roof include gutters?
He did not have gutters or the tear down of the chimney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah.
So roof without gutters was,
82.54. That was without gutters and without taking the chimney down to the roof line.
And then there was covers too that divided equally between the roof and the siding, so that added to the cost. So that put him out of the game. basically.
Yeah.
Not by a lot, but a few $100. So
Is that a metal roof?
It's a
Yeah.
metal roof, yes. So
we didn't
the
get
Wessel,
actually-
the Wessel account building fund has $12,253.35 in it. So if we go ahead and do the roof and the gutter and downspouts, that'll help save on that too. And for the total of $8,450. Did he say how soon he could do that?
said he'd, today he said, all good, should be soon. So I said, definitely done before 12/31. He said, yes.
so we didn't get him to
We'll get it on this year's bid.
We'll decide.
compare apples to apples.
Well, they did, except for the, would you say the
Disposal.
disposal?
Mhm.
Well, if that
And
one
then
bid
gutter.
has the whole thing and you're just
That's
breaking
the
it down,
thing.
it may have
Because
been different.
Leaf has disposal in it. And Keller broke it out as an extra.
So his,
So
This-
Keller's definitely higher. Apples and apples.
yeah, because Keller's was $18,012.70 and Leap was $17,600 for everything. That was
Siding,
siding and roof.
guttering,
Yes,
Leaf,
and
yeah,
disposal.
Leaf,
gutter and disposal. So
and
Keller was
at
1,000,
18.
yeah, without gutters, yeah.
So did we get one that has that from Lowry that has it all included? too?
Yes. Yeah. You had them before, but
Yeah, you said it
We
last meeting.
postponed
I did.
it. Yeah. So,
Cause I'll need copies.
yeah, the bid and insurance.
So I guess we're kind of just saying, if it's legal, we'll go ahead and accept his estimate, because he said it was still good price. No problem. And, looking at Keller's was, like I said, more expensive.
Yeah.
And at all this time, I only got 2 estimates.
Yeah.
Right.
So I guess that's where we are.
I think that we should go ahead and get it done before winter
Winter.
hits because,
I do too.
and with the gutters and
2
stuff,
weeks.
LEEP. And with the gutters and downspouts, that's gonna help keep all that stuff away from the building too. So,
Agreed.
I'll make a motion to accept Lee Home Improvement bids for total of $84.50 for the metal roof and the downspout and gutter on the Wessel building.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. Oh, yeah.
You don't know your colors?
We should decide, I mean,
Yes.
yes.
Just options. Yeah.
He did tell me though that all colors are the same price.
That's good.
Well, that's good.
I'll give
The
it a
siding,
neutral
the
color,
siding is
honestly.
other than that.
I'm
If you
kind of
change
thinking
colors,
like a
you
brown
change
or
colors.
something to stay
Well, are you saying
somewhat
the
neutral
gray for the
or gray.
siding? Like,
I don't know.
yeah, whatever, you've got to make sure you
Yeah.
at least coordinate that. I
Yeah.
mean, I don't think it matters as long as they're coordinated.
But if we stay along that same color scheme, nothing
So we-
extravagant.
One
I
more.
guess just,
Yeah.
yeah,
Need to
let's give
figure
us
out.
some samples and yeah.
So it was Amy,
Could we-
Pam,
Is that too bold for downtown?
But then that associates it with Frontier versus the town.
We're supporting our.
Yeah. because we thought about
Mhm.
changing the street signs to those colors like the other
Yeah.
towns do. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know we were thinking about the red.
Yeah. Remember, we thought, well, maybe it was
Red
just
and
Doug and I that were talking about it, like, when we go to replace those, it's like Brownsburg and all them have their, the
School
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 colors.
colors. And
Mhm.
it just looks
Yeah.
really cool. It's just,
So,
yeah.
Mhm.
yeah, that's true.
Pretty neat.
Sorry, what are you thinking? Red, well, black roof? I don't know if you could do, are we doing steel, are we gonna quote for steel siding on the?
Check.
do
Okay.
steel
Do
better?
steel versus
I
vinyl.
kind of
Do
think steel would look better, yeah.
You get kinds of fancy if you want to.
I'd say black
I
roof.
would think like maybe a black roof and
Mhm.
then
Yeah,
a white building or something with just red,
Red trim.
Yeah.
like
Like
around
that
the.
too.
Something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Go with the
That's
black
fine.
roof. Yeah.
Black.
That was Amy, Pam, 3.
I did
Motion.
first.
Pam made the
I did
motion, I
first. Amy
second.
did second. And then 3-0. Blah, blah, 3-0.
I know, screwed you up.
Yes. Okay. Cool. It'll be nice to get that done. Okay. Moving on. You were talking, you wanted to discuss the windmill replacing for the,
Yes, so
Hey.
we did a good, we paid off our dump truck. That's nice not to have that payment, but the idea of paying that loan off early, the whole thing behind it was to save the interest, but put the money back in the windmill fund where that came from.
Mhm.
So my proposal is let's keep making the same payment that we did, or, well, no, let's not make the same payment that we did. We had how many months left on that?
12.
12 months. Okay,
So
so
divide that.
let's divide
Yeah.
what we took out of the windmill fund by 12.
10,641.59.
Okay. divide that by 12, and every month, let's pay that back to
To the windmill.
Basically
Yeah.
$887. So interest that we earn on our checking accounts, do we earn enough interest in a month to?
We've
On-
earned
to use that.
$12,097 this year so far in interest. on
Pretty good.
checking.
I can't, I have to look into that. But my thinking on that is I thought part of the reason we wanted to pay that off was so we would have,
Right,
or,
if
like,
we need to,
what-
right.
when I put it in the budget for vehicles, that money I put in there for a tractor. I mean,
Right.
that's, in my
Right.
mind, that's tractor.
Yeah.
So,
If
Might
we-
be-
If we replenish the windmill fund, then we're gonna have money for a
The
tractor.
tractor.
If we don't, if we just take the money out, say, there's the dump truck, we might as well just made the payments, but instead we wasted $1,000 worth of interest. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying?
yeah, but what I'm saying is I'm just going to have to find out if,
We can
how
do
I
the interest.
legally do that. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Huh?
Because it's interest we're earning off of our
Yes, it's-
money in our checking account.
But
Now,
the
the other
money in
thing
our
is-
checking accounts is
Utility.
tax money. The money in the windmill accounts is not
Okay.
taxpayers' money. That makes a
Well,
difference
I mean-
as far, I just have to find
All I
out.
wanna do- Dump truck removal. I'd like to take that money that we were gonna make payments on, since we took it out of the windmill, let's put it somewhere that it earns interest and we can get.
Get
we-
to
we
it
need
for
to
a
save
tractor.
it.
Right.
You see what
I'm
saying?
Yeah.
totally not
Replenish
against that.
Wherever it has to go, I don't really care where that is, as long as we put that back.
Right.
Mhm.
So
I'm not against that, but I would like to put a vote off until I,
find out how to do
Or
it.
to- how to do it.
Yes.
That's fine.
Okay.
There's gotta be a way you can do that.
Yeah,
Just be responsible that
Right.
everybody in town,
right.
that's why we did that.
Right.
Otherwise, we should have just. yeah,
Paid it out.
paid it.
Right.
And I'd like to figure out how to do that with the police truck too. There's gotta be some there.
Okay. Legion rental fees, I just want to bring that back up again, that we had decided on $50 deposit, a $50 rental fee. But then it was brought to my attention, why can't employees have a benefit and rent it for $25 and no deposit? Let's see what people's thoughts were about that.
again, we're going to
Yeah.
have to check because every time we discount it for a town employee, I'm just saying, I really need Rebecca here when you guys are doing this. Because taxpayer money goes to pay the utilities on it. The utilities, the supplies, and if we're not charging as much, we're not going to make as much. And but we're still running up the electric bill and the gas bill. So again, the responsibility to taxpayers.
Well, okay,
I'll ask Rebecca.
I guess I could throw a little something in there, so that would be a benefit.
Yeah.
Then that would
Right.
have to go into like that's a total Rebecca thing. Like
Yeah,
that would
I'll
have
ask
to go into
Rebecca
the
about
policy
that.
and
I agree with
procedures
that.
and yeah.
Okay, monthly reports. Ken could not make it. He got called on a Reynolds emergency at the last minute. So he did leave the information that we need to review and discuss to submit our bid for the streets and sidewalks. So right now we're putting in bids to repave Walnut Street. And that'll go from the east edge of town to the west side of town, all of Walnut Street on both sides, east and west side. There will be sidewalks on the east side of Walnut from 8th Street to 43. And then East Street, fixing that spot at 43 and East Street. Main Street, let me get my map. Main Street is between 5th and 6th Street. And then 4th Street from Earl to Main. 5th Street from Earl to Main. The Main Street from 5th to 6th. I think I said that one. Is there one on the the
Yeah.
other one is the Main Street, State Road 43 to 1st Street. So it'll be the railroad
Crossing.
track crossing to railroad crossing and beyond. 7th Street from Main Street to Columbia. And then 4th Street from Walnut Street to the water plant. So total price of that is $793,129. A potential match of $158,626. We're submitting for the max amount. We can adjust that after we get the actual figures and bids in. He submitted at high, which we normally do submit high. So hopefully those will come in. But the benefit will be all of Walnut Street getting paved and sidewalks on both sides, on north and south side of Walnut Street. No, we won't at this time. Because if we do curbs, then we've got to do storm drains.
And
And
we don't have enough
we
money
don't
for
have
that.
money for that. Okay, so,
Well, and I think most of the time, the reason why they do the curbs is because the sidewalk's clear to the curb.
yeah,
You know what I
or
mean?
there's
Like on
enough
residential-
banking.
Residential streets, you usually
Yeah.
don't see curbs.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, and a lot of our roads are tapered to the point that it automatically runs where we don't
Right.
need the curbs. We just got to make sure we've got the storm drains, like on Main Street. When we do that project, we'll have to put more storm drains in. So, we have a resolution and a letter. So the letter goes to the director of local programs for the Community Crossing Matching Grant Fund financial commitment letter, Town of Chalmers for the CCMG. This letter confirms the Town of Chalmers financial commitment for our community crossing application. We plan to utilize funding from an approved source in order to provide the local match for the projects. We expect our local share of the cost in application number 15142 to be $158,626. And we have the local funding available to provide this match. Again, we're aiming high, but we can adjust that because we know we have 75,000
Yes.
available already for match, but we will get some more funds in. So we'll have to see exactly what we have available once we get the bids back and once we see what other funding we
And
have.
that's without touching.
That's without touching
Touching
windmill or
windmill or
anything. Exactly. Okay, so we have resolution 2025-02, resolution of the Town of Chalmers, Indiana concerning authorization for execution of NDOT agreements. And basically this is just allowing me as president of town council to sign paperwork when it comes in. And if we are in agreement with the bid being submitted, Kim has to have this in before Thursday.
So that's included on that resolution, or should we do those in two separate votes?
What's included?
It's all the same.
Okay, so
It's all the
there's
same
not two
thing.
votes to. approve
This
the
is just a
CCMG
letter.
grant.
Right.
This is just a letter that I have to sign to send with it if we approve it. And the resolution is what we are
Approve it.
passing for me to sign paperwork like I did in the water project.
Right, but what I was asking is, I'm sorry, I know this sounds difficult, but
We need a
do we
resolution
need
to pass.
the
Yes.
resolution and the approval of the grant?
Yes. So we'll have
Okay.
two motions.
Okay.
Yes. So first we'll do the motion for the approval of the community crossing grant application and the amounts.
So I make a motion to approve community crossing grant. The price amount $793,129, and then the town match would be $158,626.
I have a motion to accept the community crossing grant proposal in the amount of $793,129 with a match of $158,626. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye. opposed? Motion carries 3-0. So we will get that signed and submitted, and that was the proposal and the match, potential match. Okay. And then the next thing will be the resolution for me to be able to sign the paperwork once that comes in. The exact same thing we had when we did the water grant or the water project. So that's
So,
resolution.
yeah, make a motion to pass resolution number 2025-2, the town of Chalmers concerning authorization for execution of NDOT agreement.
I have a motion to pass resolution 2025-02, resolution of the town of Chalmers, Indiana concerning authorization for execution of NDOT agreements. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. That signed. And I should need another one with the red light. I think it's this one. And then Ken can get these submitted and sent. Okay, that's. Okay. There's that.
Did I need to sign?
Yeah, I think so. Hmm? Let me get some in this one. Okay. All right, next up, Doug. Oh, sorry,
No, you're fine.
Doug.
Okay, so we went around that town, inside all valves in town, water main valve. And then, with Linda thought we went ahead and we flood and flush the hydrant sometime. Yeah.
No, I think she,
Side of the
yeah,
valve.
I
Well,
think
that's what I was
we didn't
confused.
understand. Both of us understood that you were just flushing hydrants. We didn't realize you did both.
So the reason why that side valve first is because when you turn the valve on, it breaks rust and line. So that side valve first, make sure they're all open, get them working. And then we flush, and now we're flushing. And we're only flushing one street at a time per day because we don't want to drain the water tower too fast, too quick, and it will. So we're doing that. Plus taking up leaves when people have them out, but they haven't, well, nothing fell, be assembly now before we get moved. Because the leaves not falling.
Right?
And,
At least we're ready for them.
Hopefully they'll go away.
Furnaces are in the shop, put up, right now. And tomorrow, could be mounted and run the pipe. And then, once we stick the valve out with wall and go off or whatever, they can come over and put gas in the tank and hook up their stuff and go out heat. So that's going on.
What-
All the, so we had to get up on top of the office in Jim's area down there and move all that stuff over. We have stuff up there from 2012, 2013, 2015.
So do we have a skid or something we could put those on?
Yeah.
That, yeah. Cause this, we're gonna
Until
have
we
to,
put it some-
right.
Don't worry.
we'll get it extra.
And on those, most of those, well, 7-year hold, and they got them so, I talked to you about this, it's gonna be a lot to go through those, because
Yeah.
they have them so.
We're gonna
like,
have to have a
documents
purge.
that have to be kept for lifetime in there mixed with,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're just gonna have to have a purge session and
6 months.
Mhm.
It'd take a month to go one box.
Stacking, but we get up there Just so now the floor getting wet if the door opens up, whatever. Got that rolling. We got the new UV lights for the wastewater plant in, not putting them into the spring. Because we'll pull them out next, end of this week. We don't need them in the winter time, the water's cold enough, it kills all the bacteria. And that's what I'm getting down there, water plant's getting great.
Did we ever get our inspection?
We did, never have got an inspection yet, we're still waiting on her. She's still going around, but. she hasn't
What's
been
her
there.
name? By chance? Is it Becky or something like that? Rebecca?
Cool.
Can't remember. Because I know there's a lady from IDM that's supposed to be in the area sometime later this week testing some wells that run along the pipeline.
I can't remember
So
the name
maybe,
of it.
that's why I wondered if we had had our inspection yet. Yeah.
Squirrels right at it again, of course, people know they're popping fuses. So last Friday night, Renee called me and said generator run over there. Which I was not getting any any alerts on my phone. So I don't know, I used to get them all, so I would know if I lost power or got power back.
Yeah.
And so anyway, she called me, I went over there. Found out that the squirrel got up on the line and popped the fuse, which killed all the power of that generator, all the power of that lift station. So RMC had to come out and fix that. And they trimmed the tree back too, so they couldn't jump from the tree to the line, hopefully.
I'm trying now.
We got a water main break over here on Third Street. That was repaired within 2 hours. No, don't know why that thing broke, because it wasn't good. Well, we wasn't exercising valves or anything that week. It just, I found a wet spot in the yard and he called me about it and said there's a pond out there, and there was before, and I went over, there wasn't no pond, but it was wet. We looked at it at that time and barely any minutes, a little bit in the street, so that was in the evening. So the next day I went over and checked all the water meters all the way around the block, see if anybody had a major leak, and just coming downhill from the high side on Second. So I'll come to find out by the next morning, now it's running down the street. So I thought, okay, it's definitely a leak. Anyway, they come out, went right to it, fixed it, I mean, real quick like. We have the parts, we just give them the parts, they put the van on and gone.
I think it was corrosion.
Well, why, it split a 4-inch main and it was split all the way around. All the way around, it was clean. I
Oh,
don't know why or how it did it.
it's on the stove by it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was one of the lines that weren't replaced when we, so again, you're pushing all that water through an old,
Flushing these valves. That's why we flushed the valves and waiting a few days before we start flushing the hydrants, give that water time to relax. And then open the hydrant, started that in, work our way.
What do, you create pressure differential and that expands and contracts the pipe.
Yeah.
And when it's weak, you'll find your spots. Part of the deal. But it's better to do it in October than it is January.
It's a whole lot better weather.
Yeah.
But other than that, and like I said, we're just still picking up where you guys, if people get them out there. Some people are piling up walnuts. They fill it up. And
I saw the thing.
Yeah.
Just
We've never done that before.
Never.
Get a few up in there, but it's not hurt. Really, really cool.
Tearing up our machine.
Right, don't want to
Yeah.
do that, yeah. So, gotta service Jim's
Yes.
truck. It needs service,
and yours.
and my truck needs to go to the shop. Engine light come on, running rough. And, what else was it? Oh, and the starter. I've been bailing the starter for a year. sometimes it'll click and do nothing and have to do it 5 or 6 times to get it started.
Where we taking our stuff to get fixed?
Then go to Dodge dealership. They was going over here to this guy, but
Can I,
I took Bruce's truck over for an oil
Yeah.
change, and he charged
Hmm?
me $500
can
bucks.
I suggest if they're replacing?
yeah.
Mike's Auto Repair at Woket, he does all my work.
He does all mine.
He does all my sons too.
Uh,
The code.
Mm-mm.
Mike's Auto Repair,
It's Mike Rayburn. I got his phone number.
Mike Barron's.
Oh, you go to a
Yeah.
different one. I go to Mike.
Okay.
Rayburn.
Rayburn's and Reynolds, right?
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you said
Yeah.
Reynolds.
He said Wolcott.
Oh, I'm
Wolcott.
sorry.
Barron's.
We made.
So, what?
Do you have his number? Send it to Doug and. Yeah,
Just gotta be in there. Other than that,
Which-
that's all I have. I mean,
as picky as my son is, if he goes there, he's gotta be good.
He's a good guy.
He's very, he does he's due diligence when he does that stuff. Did we get the, stairs to the creek replaced? Okay. Okay. It's spring, okay. I just happened to think about that.
Still, I could walk on. The handrail wasn't that bad. But it should be fine.
Okay,
These guys go down there and check out where it goes out in the creek.
yeah,
They don't do sample down no more like you used to.
yeah.
Other than that, Bruce, want to forget anything?
Was you gonna talk about the keys or mailings or anything like that?
No, because they ain't got back with me yet.
Oh,
That was sent back to me.
Hmm.
I've got that. But that's gonna be a long drawn out thing.
For an invoice or an
No, just, I
estimate?
was talking about it.
Oh.
The invoice for that came in at $502.65.
Is that for the Legion or
That's for the
He all
Ricky?
rekey all of them. And Haley says that they already rekeyed the Legion once and they printed
They
Printed
did.
4
They're in
keys.
the truck. So I didn't have no.
but didn't you say you were rekeying that again?
Well, we want to make every key, same master key everybody has.
Yeah, to the master eight.
Okay, so
So if we don't want to, I'm just trying to eliminate key.
well,
Right.
here's mine and Jim. We talked about this. And Jim and I were put in charge of key control. And we're already losing the key control. And we talked about it and if we're going, he does not agree with going with a master. In fact, like a master, if you key everything master, that will put even him, if anything happens at any of those buildings, even him in the investigation, then he won't be able to investigate. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So, but the more masters that we give out, the less control we have on.
Which the only masters, well, and we had the police department on a master because they would be checking those places.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right,
it's
but what
police
he's saying
department-
is he does not want to, he will not carry. He will not,
He already does.
he will not carry one if we change all those.
He just told me different stories.
Oh, because I just talked to him on the phone. Yeah. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
We just make them all one master key like we already have.
Have
Yeah.
Mhm.
typed out our complete conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we just do not agree with.
So let's table that until Jim comes back.
People could use the bathroom,
Yeah,
her, just for the bathroom.
just for the
Right.
bathroom.
Right.
Yeah,
That would work just for those
Mhm.
bathrooms.
right.
Right.
The second-
And that's the way that should be.
Right.
Because the only master should be the police department, superintendent,
You guys.
and you guys.
Yeah.
or main,
To
Well,
get in for emergencies or
Right.
whatever.
because for weekends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And
Right.
it should only have stuff for water. KNR should only have
Right.
wastewater.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
I know.
but then, so then if you rekey that in A key, then all of a sudden Pam Heiner has to have an A key.
No, you would have to have one just for the bathrooms.
But if you did the bathrooms, like,
Yeah.
and that's where Jim and I are like, that's the problem we ran into before. And that's why we had the big discussion about key control and put 2 people in charge of key control and only one person is to contact Haley's. That's why we did that, because of,
So,
you
yeah,
probably
let's
don't know,
revisit
Fred,
that.
but, years ago, there was a spat between 2 people that worked for the town. And they both had access to the water treatment plant and never could figure out which one did it, but somebody turned the chlorine completely
Way
up
Everybody's
Because
houses
they-
smell like
because they
poop.
were angry at the other one. And
Tasty.
Yes.
yes.
Terrible.
And so that's part of the reason, you know what I mean? Like, and the fact, the other thing that we shouldn't have done is discuss what key.
Goes where?
Yeah, because if somebody loses their keys, then yes.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just something we're gonna have to.
Revisit.
Haley's would make a separate key just for like.
Right.
Only.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Those keys.
Right.
Right.
People get it, master key would be. the-
Right.
Because
Because that's the way it
keys
is at my work. Somebody has a master that goes to everything, but then
Yeah.
we have a key only that goes to things that we
Right.
need.
are- Because like I have,
That's
I
what
mean,
I assumed it
a
was going to
key-
be.
I mean, I understand a key needs to be kept here
Yeah.
for everything. But if we key everything the same, really all I need a key for, like to carry with me, is for that door and that
Right.
door.
Right.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So it wouldn't be right. You get what I'm saying? Everybody just needs certain
Yeah.
keys. I understand the need for these guys,
Right. And please.
why
Right,
they
and
want
police,
to,
yeah.
and why they would want them all keyed the same. But then that opens up the door that we have to give one there, and you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So let's revisit that at another time. Okay. Did you have anything else, Doug? Okay. Renee. Yeah.
okay. Okay, so, oh crap, I forgot to. And then I sent you, this is another thing I wanted Rebecca here for, and I need your help on this, Amy. So the economic development meeting memorandum minutes,
The TIF?
yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's, commission, yeah. So anyway, those minutes were, we already typed up and you have already signed those, correct? I can't remember, like, that's why.
No,
we
I had to
asked
sign
you.
a paper saying what we were doing with the money, but not minutes.
So I don't know if
Because
you
we
guys
wouldn't have
have
minutes
to.
We don't
before
have
the
to do that.
meeting.
No, because that would
So I'll
just be the
save
TIP
those.
board.
Yeah.
Okay. So
TIP board members. Yes.
Right.
So, okay.
Right.
So I have the public hearing, meeting minutes I sent you for the budget, and then I sent you the executive meeting minutes for June 2nd, 2025 that I forgot.
I know,
that
I
How
had.
did you
like-
remember to do that?
Well, I had,
Did she send
I
that like by
found-
mistake?
I found like this stack of like to do, and it was in there, and then I looked in the big minutes thing, and the minutes were not in there.
What was the date on the public hearing? 10/14.
10/14.
So we got 2 emails today regarding minutes, but only one of them had minutes attached.
Right, you got the other ones the other day.
Huh? Well, I just didn't know if you meant to send.
Yeah,
Two
I
and
didn't know
only
if that
one.
July one was a mistake or not.
June, yeah, the June,
Yeah.
no, the June one, like clearly it was one I needed to get
That's
done. And then I sent you late, I'm sorry, the
Yeah, June 2nd.
public or the common council meetings from October 14th. I sent those today. And I don't know if you all got a chance to. So there's 3 sets of minutes that I'm asking to.
And I say we just group those all in one.
Yes.
Did you get a chance to read through those minutes?
Yes.
Okay. Any corrections or anything?
It didn't get to read it. What? 4 o'clock that day. But
Oh, yeah. Linda checked it for me and any grammatical things that I.
the only thing actually I did see.
Oh, I
Wait, you
did
just
see
changed out
that.
the data center. Okay.
I did
Okay.
see that. I forgot.
Yes,
The title.
let's,
I don't have a copy.
It's right here.
let's strike that and then, approve those upon,
With the correction.
that correction.
Battery storage facility.
Yeah, to
What's
data
to say
center.
data center?
Yeah,
And that was on the 14 common council, right?
yeah.
I changed it.
Dang it, I thought I went back in there and fixed it. No.
Whoa. Because in the body of it, you called it data center, but at the title, you called it battery
So
storage.
I must have changed it there. And then-
Yeah. So I noticed that too.
Okay,
So we can make a motion to pass all minutes?
Yep.
So I make a motion to pass the public hearing minutes, executive minutes from June 2nd, and the common council minutes from October 14th.
okay, I have a motion to pass all minutes presented. The June 2nd minutes from 2025, the common council from 10/14/2025, and the public hearing from 10/14/2025. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
Okay, and then I had Bank 1 claims. I sent, Bank 1 and Bank 12 claims for 10/28, 125, that would be today. And then, on the 10/14 claims that you guys have already approved, when I went back, Linda and I wondered if this was going to happen. There was, payroll that fell into a gap.
Mm.
So we talked about it and she's like, no, those will go 10/28. No, when in doing the accounting and, they had to go on the 10/10 claims. So I need to
To
have the,
revise that.
yeah, I have the total redone. I mean, they're right there. They're all right there.
So was it some that got missed?
It was just a gross payroll because we had 2 that fell in one time span because of the way because we had the long break between meetings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there was 2, there's not normally 2 payrolls on one set of claims.
Do we need to reapprove them?
Yeah, I would like if you,
Yeah.
I don't know if we need to or not, but just so we're trained.
All dated the 20th. Make a motion to approve all claims with revisions dated October 28th, 2025.
First of all, before you go any further, did anybody have any questions on claims?
I do.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
This week.
Yeah,
Oh,
I saw that too.
That would, no, it was, that
Fifth.
payment gets made on the, automatically withdrawn on the 1st of the month. So the payment came out before we paid it off.
Oh. Yeah, I wanted that too.
I must have put a wrong date because
773, is
there
that
should
the,
be 773.52.
Yeah.
That was taken out one time. Where are you seeing the date?
right where your finger was,
Check date.
10/23.
Do you see another one?
Yeah, it's on bank 12 where we paid. You did the payoff?
Yeah, you did pay off by itself.
Yeah.
That was 10/15.
So you did the payoff on 10/15, but then it looks like it came out, electronic fund came out on 10/23. So they probably still have that money sitting out there electronically. Wondering what to do with it. Yeah. I would call them tomorrow.
Well,
see-
they didn't withhold it twice. So
if it's
obviously,
an electronic fund though,
well, they would have done it on it was done on the first.
but if it was already set up and they didn't get that that stop, it would still take it out of our account. It's just gonna be sitting out there in their account somewhere, in their accounting, wondering where to do. Yeah,
Every time.
Yeah.
because they've got
This
behind
way.
the scenes to take out of our account to pay loan, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes out of our account, it'll go to loan, blah, blah, blah.
But when
But
I looked
it's
at
gonna
the
sit
bank
out there.
statement, it says it came out. But I haven't rechecked the bank statement. So yes, I see what
Yeah.
you guys are saying. But
Yeah.
yes. So yeah, there was only supposed to be, it's always been withheld like the first, second, or third of the month.
Yeah.
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 Okay, so.
Okay.
Okay, well, thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Okay. So we can go with that. Revised claims and,
So we just,
so
do
these.
we vote?
Yeah, so we have bank 12. Oh, I'm just writing it down. Bank 12. 41, 59. What was the amount of the revised claims for 10 was 10?
You mean
Bank one was
10/14?
94, yeah, 10/14, sorry. Bank one was 94, 467, 38,
And 26,
26.
37027.
So we can still do all. There's any.
Make a motion to accept all claims as presented.
I have a motion to accept all 3 claims as presented. Do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries 3-0.
And then, I want you guys to tell me if you have received all these. Fund report with investments and the appropriation report for September. Copies of the 2025 contracts.
Yes, but there are some contracts that were missing.
That's good. Now,
Yes. The fire department agreement.
okay, that's not a contract. Did I not? I
Well, I want copies of all
Okay.
agreements, contracts
So we know when to
that
work
we
on-
have with other
that's fine.
entities.
Okay, I just didn't want you to think that I ignored getting that sent to Mike and Rebecca.
So we had water, but the water one wasn't actually the contract. It
Uh-huh.
was, or no, we had the wastewater, but that wasn't actually the contract.
And,
It was something weird.
and
looking.
remember, we allowed him. Well,
It was an
we're supposed
emergency.
to.
Remember Marcus
Yes.
Okay.
talked about that?
That's
so
right.
that contract does need redone.
So those we need to redo. So wastewater, we need the water one. Do we have,
I sent the water contract.
I didn't get that one.
Oh, maybe I sent it to her. Are you sure? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, there was a
Resend. Send.
Here, I have them right here.
Okay,
Scott Robinson,
yeah.
Them it.
The package policy, that might be,
wastewater.
that's our,
It doesn't matter.
See.
We can
EMC.
resend it.
wastewater was there? Oh,
Yes.
I don't think water was it?
Mm.
And they had to be
No.
sent in multiple emails because
Yeah.
they're too big. Files are too big.
Yeah, because I only got the one email though, with those.
Okay,
Me
so that's
too.
why I check on
Yeah,
this,
we
so
only
I
got
know
one.
what you guys
So,
have in your-
artisan, whoever does our, water, artesian does our water. It's not missions, but it's the alerts, water alerts. Do we have an actual contract with them? Wasn't that part of our water? program?
Yeah, that's another thing I was going to talk to you guys about. So when we first got the contract there, we tried to get it in, remember? So anyway, in talking to Ken the other day, evidently from
For
water
water,
and
yes.
went back to Artesian. So
Right, because that was, we paid for that first year in that
Water grant.
water grant, remember?
no, we couldn't. We were going to use the water grant money, and remember they came back and said that was.
I thought we paid it anyway, so it was $1,000 and some dollars.
Oh, well, I mean, we didn't pay it out of the grant. I mean, we
Oh,
couldn't.
but
pay it
we
out of
paid
the
for the
grant.
first year,
Right,
yeah.
and so now this is for the second year because evidently they do wastewater treatment plant, lift stations. Ken explained it all to me, but I
Same
need to
thing
figure
Missions
out.
does.
I need to figure out this Artesian one.
The
Excuse me,
Artesian
'cause
is
I'm not
just
sure that
for,
we have a new contract with them.
I don't think we do. I think it was just that original contract as part of the water
Mhm.
project. But if,
Well,
I think we should
But
go
that
with
was
one
with Mi-
company.
that was
Right.
with Mission.
Right. But when they completed the water project up there
Mhm.
and they installed that new system, we went with them for that first year.
Yes. Okay. So you want that first year's contract?
Yes. If we're going to renew that, we need to look
Because
and see if we want to renew
Evidently,
that.
Ken or somebody canceled that.
Oh,
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, we are not.
so then we're not
using
getting any alerts at
Artesian,
all.
right? Or we're not using Missions for that one now. We're
Right.
using. We went back to Artesian.
Missions was canceled in March of last year because that's when Artesian
system.
became available. The new system became available.
Okay.
So
I-
Artesian
I
was
think
doing the
I've-
water alerts for us.
Okay. Did you sign a contract on that? Anyway,
I don't
mean,
remember.
If not, I'll look. But if not, we need a contract for that,
Yeah.
and I probably need a bill.
Yeah. Because that first year was taken care of. We paid for it up front.
Mhm.
And then, so we should in March start getting billed again for this next year. Because we would have been paid through March of
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
26.
26. Yeah.
Because I sent an email to, I
Yeah.
guess, Artesian,
Yeah.
maybe.
So have we got the
About-
missions alerts figured out? You were talking to him the other day.
He wanted to know what happened. I said, well, we gotta get the phone number. And we
Yeah.
gotta update it. He said, well, I'll update it. And then.
nothing.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't?
So was he going to come and see? Okay.
See, and that's weird because he told, and this is where all this stuff gets.
Yeah.
He told Ken Smith that he was coming.
Yeah. See,
Going
he
to
tells
come up
Ken one
because he
thing. He
wanted
told
to-
me one thing. He told him one thing. Yeah.
So we need to set up one point of contact.
Yeah. Because the day that I talked to him, I said, Doug's the point of contact on that. You need to get with him on that because I had given him the new number. And they had updated that information in the system, but it was through technical support.
Well, and they told me that they had updated
Yeah.
because I gave him your new number. Well, and then he called you. Remember? Yeah,
Because he had some of them set up on email and he had some set up on text message.
right.
And he switched them all to text message because I said you couldn't get some of your work email on your phone
Oh, so
so-
you did that before.
a couple weeks ago
Okay.
or a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we just need to tell him.
So-
One point of contact is that guy right there.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
So Doug,
Agreed.
you're the point of contact on that one.
You're at
Electric and More, do we have any contracts on them with our generator maintenance stuff? Or is that just part of the,
I
I
don't
don't
think
either.
we do. I don't think there was a contract signed.
it's just part of the maintenance agreement?
Right. And they do.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they do it like.
I was just trying to
clockwork,
think
yeah.
of all the vendors that we do service with. And not specifically a contract, but agreement, whatever you want to call that. The Wessel Building, REMC, which I think we got that one.
Yeah, we
EMC
need
we got,
updated West,
yes,
and I need insurance.
yes.
I'll
So
get their
we
insurance.
actually need to redo that one for the Wessel Building. So when we redo the Wessel Building, I think that we need to charge them a rental fee per month plus utilities.
Mhm.
Because we're not making any income off of that building as it is. I mean, we're not out to make a fortune, but even if it's $100 a month, $150 a month,
Well,
it's something.
And
And that goes back to
Right.
repairs. So
Well,
then
and the
when we
other
go to
thing
do
is-
siding and stuff.
Yeah, the other thing is without charging them, that building is way more beneficial to the town.
Yeah.
Than,
Yeah,
We could fill
Unless
some
we're making-
lawnmowers.
unless we're
Yeah.
making,
yeah,
unless we're making money off of it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
right. So what do we want to charge? And then when I talk to Rebecca on the other issues, I can ask her to update that agreement as well.
I was gonna say, can you
Yeah.
let me look at what the, well, if
Do you
we're-
think 100, 150, 200?
Look at the square footage, so you got a nice, heated building,
Yeah.
and we gotta pay heat on that.
Well, they're paying it.
He pays on it.
They're paying the
okay.
electric
All
bill
right,
for
fine.
it. Yeah.
So it's electric.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Well, anyway, so if you rent storage of that kind of square footage, you're 500 something a month. So, I mean, we don't necessarily need to be in competition with that. But I guess here's where my mind goes with that is what if we decide that we want to do something with that? All of a sudden, our town comes up with a need and we need that square footage. And they've been using it and they're accustomed to it. And then we got to throw them out.
Right now, we
Uh,
don't have a signed contract.
we don't have
To do
anything.
that. Yes, so
It's
that's the,
it's not even really a gentleman's agreement because from what I understand, from talking to you, talking to them, talking to everybody else, nobody really knows what it's all about. So we got to get this on paper. We got to get it worked out where it's agreeable to everybody. The utilities plus, I would say
I don't think
$250 a month ought to be pretty agreeable for they're using the whole thing. I mean, think about that. You go over here to the used store, you can, I don't know what that cost, that kind of square footage over there, but it'd be a whole lot.
we have one of the larger ones, it's $60 a month
Okay.
for a storage unit.
Like a 10 by 20,
Number 20.
10 by 20, so that's 200 square feet.
but they're not heated.
And they're not heated, not like no electric. Yeah.
And they have, okay, so there's no electric. They have refrigeration over there, but they're paying for it.
Right.
So that's kind of
A wash.
What is that? 40 by 20? Roughly. So it's 600, 800 square feet. It's probably.
We still have the very
We got
the small portion of the
Are
front
we?
of it. We've got stuff
I'm not
still-
comfortable with storing records in the front of the building that somebody else is renting.
Space.
Is that all they do?
Yeah,
Okay, well, okay, so 10 by 20 is how much?
60.
So we do
150, 100,
100.
100 a month.
100.
Okay.
For what they're using.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I still think it's worth more to me than for
But
records.
until we
than
do
what
something
you're
with it, rather
charging.
than let it sit empty, we might as well get some money out of it.
But it wouldn't be sitting empty if we moved the records down there. That gets rid of the records from getting
But
ruined
we
down
need to
there.
go through all those records
Right,
and
but
gather them
until
all
we
up.
do-
Yeah. Right, there's still room in front. And we could put a wall up.
But
That
then
way
we,
nobody can
then
get
we're
to the
using
records.
taxpayers' money to put a wall up to,
We already have the stuff to do it, don't we?
I guess I
thought we did.
I just don't think that's, I mean, it's
Guess
just
what?
me.
Yeah,
We've had all this time to use it for records and never did.
yeah. It's that,
Um,
yeah.
Not because I haven't wanted to. I mean, if
Okay,
you guys
We're
realize
getting
I
sidetracked on
constantly
this.
ask for that
So
building.
Westfield building rental, $100 a month plus utilities. And we need.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
gonna take time to, yeah. Need insurance.
Just
Yeah. That's what I say. Shelving
so
system
you'll
with
know
the
when to get rid of them.
Yeah. Dates in, dates out. Yes. That way you know you can walk in there and,
Right.
oh, these need to be gone next month. So, yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm doing with all these that are sitting around here that you guys are climbing
Yeah.
over, but
Yeah.
in order to do those, they have to be down.
They do have to be shredded,
Yep.
yes, because they're financial document. So then that's the other issue. We have to, whenever we get those cleaned out and sorted out, then we need to arrange to have shredded
Shred
come.
truck. Yep.
Shred, and we can make that a community thing. You're in a shredder, yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
and that needs to go, that's one of the winter projects is to get all that moved over
The
to
Legion.
Legion. Yeah. $100 a month plus the utilities. Okay, so I will
That's
get with
fair.
Rebecca and get that drawn up so we can get that signed and taken care of. Okay, oh, what else did you have? Renee? So sorry.
Oh, we'll also, yeah.
Oh,
so-
we were talking about all of the agreements.
Right, and we'll,
Yeah.
but we'll also need, okay, because he got this confused last time. So for what he's doing building wise, like the roof, I will need Leap Construction's insurance.
Insurance,
For
yes.
the rental part of it, I need.
Yes, I got that down
The
here.
bars.
Got an idea.
Yes.
Very typical for a customer to take on a new vendor with what we call a new vendor packet. So should I go ahead and get all those documents that I usually get from people that I contract to, put them all together, as blank forms, give them to you, and then you slap that down on the desk. I
As
need
long
all
as-
this back.
As long as they're approved, because we have a certain form, but as long
I'm
as
sure they
it's
are.
that same form, yeah.
Mhm.
It makes a lot of.
Yeah.
Right. Just
So-
when we rent stuff and
Because
bid
we do
stuff.
have
Yeah.
vendors that we don't have anything on. Do we
Oh,
have
yeah.
anything?
Well-
Oh, yeah, they send it automatically to me.
But like when we take construction bids and stuff like that, they have to present when they present their
Yeah.
bid, they have their insurance and all that stuff there. So, yeah. 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 The other agreement
Yeah,
and stuff,
anytime we hire somebody, sorry.
sorry.
then
So-
then we need to get that.
So on the other agreements we were talking about, like all of the rental and lease agreements, so for the park shelters, the softball league, the Legion, those we should review on a regular basis too.
Oh, okay, I
Just-
thought you
yeah.
meant you wanted me to.
Maybe
send you
annually
everyone
to see if
from
we
No,
need to
every
just
time.
rate
Like,
review
change
those.
something.
Yeah, just review those annually because like the park shelters, I know we need to do something with those because we are not getting enough money from
Right.
those. Same with softball league.
And
They're-
I have called around and I think talked to you about that, like what
Brixton
Brixton
does,
does is probably a really good idea for us to do it that way also. So I've got all that written down and we'll discuss
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Okay, so we got volunteer fire department agreement, water operator, rental and lease contracts. I'm going to check for an artesian contract and if
missions. We should still have that.
missions,
Missions will be for wastewater and the lift station and something else.
but I gave you Carol White REMC, correct? And I gave you Baker Tilly and I gave you.
In this one, you gave us Baker Tilly? Mm-mm.
No, you got,
Yeah,
Well, I only got
I
4.
don't have that.
Okay,
Either.
well, I sent 2 emails, so it must be in the other.
Yeah,
you
we
did-
just have one
Because
email.
Rebecca
Second
got them all.
email.
Because
Okay.
we
Because I think I actually sent, I don't know if you were, but I know Rebecca was in.
Yeah. we did. I just got the one.
That's all I got was the
Okay.
one.
So resend,
Yeah,
resend all contracts that were sent with Baker
Yeah.
Tilly.
oh yeah, we're back to you.
Well, you're done. Oh, wait.
We had minutes, we did claims,
Well,
what delinquents.
and then you guys all got,
Oh, you wanted to know if we had
the
the,
F and K, you got,
yes, I think we did get that one separate.
you got meeting minutes for executive meetings. Yes, you got all those.
Yeah.
We just did those. Okay. And then I can't ask Rebecca, but items sent to Mike Hill. I did send him a copy of the signed department contract for 2026. Community calendar has been created on the town webpage, but there are a few glitches to figure out. So Linda puts them in there. Okay. But, and she puts it in there as Legion rental. So like he rented the Legion. So she put the time or whatever. And then she put Legion rental, that it was unavailable.
Yeah.
Well, when I pull it up, it says busy. It says,
And it will.
it just says busy, but it doesn't tell me what's busy. I mean, I just need to know what building's busy. Because when we get into like the park shelter and stuff like that,
Yeah, because
Right.
I tried to pull it up earlier.
so you
Today.
notice too.
Yes, because I'm like, wait, what is that
So I think
doing?
there must be something else we need to do.
Because I had that down to look into that too, because it took me somewhere else. Like if you clicked on, there was like today's meeting and something, a public meeting, it sent me somewhere else. It didn't come up to like the meeting time.
Well, so but you went under community, and I told her I
Yeah.
just don't like the way, and I don't know if I offended her or not, but I expected one that's like up here, like on the homepage, like,
Yeah.
like your email, like
Yeah.
you have one over here. So I think I'm just gonna call Rural Water and ask them like,
How did-
why
how
is
did-
it reporting back like this? And is there a way to
Yeah.
put it on our actual,
Yeah.
the homepage so people easily can find it?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so, and then the link to the e-copy of the codification of ordinance
Mhm.
books was
got
sent to
Yeah.
A while
council
back,
and
yeah.
Rebecca, because isn't that what she was requesting? You remember the last meeting, she just said, what was it she said? That she needed the ordinance books. And I don't know what she means by that. The only thing I can think of is the
Is that,
codification
yeah.
books.
Unless she's wanting our actual ordinances to match up. Like,
Yeah, but we don't have like an ordinance.
no, but like a master copy, like Linda keeps of all
Like
of
I
our
have that one
ordinances.
right there.
Yeah.
But that was only done up
Yeah.
until
2020,
2019 or
yeah,
something.
2020 or something like
Okay,
that.
so I'll ask her again.
So maybe she's
Um,
just wanting the new ordinances that we passed so that in December
You can make
she
sure
can
it's
send them
updated.
to American Legal Publishing to get our codification updated.
And I don't know if you covered this. Did you, AA Fire? AAA Fire came and put the new extinguishers up at the Legion. Alerts were posted for the leaf. This is things that were,
I love the
typed
alert
in,
thing. I just have to say that.
were posted for the fire hydrant.
Yes.
Flushing and a leaf pickup.
I
Mhm.
love that we're doing.
And then remind me if you go past, because I only posted it for 2 days. So remind me if you go past that. I called Missions Alert System about the outstanding balance and was told that they only send bills by email. I said, I haven't received the first email from you on the invoices. What email address do you have? He said clerk treasurer at chalmers.in.gov. My email address is clerktreasurer at. So we got that cleared up, and he has it in the file, and I paid that invoice. But after I paid the invoice is when I realized, when I talked to Ken, and we're not using theirs, so they owe us money back, and I have emailed
for the water
to get
Yeah.
that money back.
Cool.
Paid, as you know, the dump truck loan off out of Bank 12 on 10/15/2025. We received the whiteboard for the council room, but it came in damaged. I have emailed their customer service department to get a new one shipped out. So hopefully we'll get that soon. We received the replacement bulb, which he told you. This one. We received a check from the Internal Revenue Service for $1,756.46, which is the amount I have been disputing with them since December of 2024. And in parentheses, I
I was gonna
put,
say, why does this number
glad
sound
I got
familiar?
dinged by the SBOA for this when I knew it was due back to us. The money has been deposited in the general fund, and I will have to get guidance on how to make sure I deposit it into the right funds.
And what was that for?
What I was disputing, they said we owed back taxes or something, 941 taxes. Yeah. And I kept telling them that's impossible because I file the 941 report every quarter, but the deposit gets made every month. So it was showing all the deposits. So anyway, a day late and a dollar short, but it's there. We also received a reimbursement check from Epic Insurance for $27 for their mistake in putting the Dodge Charger on our policy when we sold it a few years back. it has been deposited into the general fund. The township trustee has reimbursed the park the $4,798 that they spent on the new goalpost and backboards they purchased for the new basketball court going into the park. Oh, I gotta present this. Okay, so I have the travel expense report for September for Linda's travel back and forth to the bank. I presented the deputy clerk's travel expense report for mileage put on her car. The current federal mileage reimbursement rate is 70 cents per mile. And the report shows that she had to drive the deposit to the bank 20 days in the month of September at 10 miles per day round trip for a total of $140 for the month. I guess I just want you guys to review it and approve or disapprove. I mean, I think that
I thought
shows,
didn't we,
you said,
yeah.
yes,
then we
yes, I
approved
just
it,
wanted,
yeah.
because you said you wanted
Me either,
information
right.
backing it. So is
Yeah.
that appropriate? You
Oh,
think?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then,
I just put it in your file. I just put it in your file.
oh, okay. And then I gave you the delinquent
Mhm.
Yeah.
file. And so is there any questions on that?
So the bottom line was how many dollars that people actually ran out on us?
18.
Yeah,
accounts.
those, some of those we receive very small amounts from each month through the, because we've reported them to Trex, and then Trex goes and, like, tries to put like, what do you call it when somebody owes money?
A garnishment?
Yeah, garnishment, on wages, taxes. So we are receiving some of those funds back, but those have all been reported through the Trex system, and Rebecca, handles all that for us. Right, and that,
Right.
yeah, she wanted me to explain that to you.
Mm.
So
Oh,
that's
well,
what people-
No, because see, it says accounts 9 days past due 0, but then it says these.
Right.
So that should
Sorry.
really be called 90 days past due. Maybe it should be called in collections.
In collection.
Yes.
In
Yeah.
collections. So
So-
that's what it needs to be, in
Yeah.
collections. Because it looks like they're 90 days and they could be 2 years.
Some of
Yeah.
them are 10 years. so.
Right.
Yeah,
Some of 'em-
I would just
some
have her
of 'em are
change
sitting
that
in jail,
to,
so-
to accounts in collection.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Confusing.
Because she knew that would be confusing. Okay.
Yeah, because that's why I was like, how did we go from zero
To $9,000.
to $9,000? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rebecca handles
Yeah.
She's
doing
doing
that for us, so, and she does really good
If we-
at
We can
staying on.
collect it.
We're
Did you ever look to see where that, I just have to think about this. The $10,000 we got back from the Legion, did that go back to the Legion account, or what did we do with that? Or did it go to general? Okay. Because remember, we were gonna start a Legion account.
Rental account.
Yeah.
Or a line item or whatever you call
Yeah.
it.
I am putting a question mark here because I definitely want to make sure I'm right on that. And then you guys want me to create,
Remember that's what Rebecca said, like a
It
rental?
needs to have a separate account.
Like-
okay, so you want
like
to
a
put that
line
in there.
item.
So I
Yeah.
was making one for like the rental fees
Yes.
and that.
Yeah.
Okay, you want this to go in the rental
Yeah.
fee
Yeah.
or a
Or
construction
it
fund?
needs to be like a construction fund. So like a Legion account. So if we have repairs and stuff, that we need to use that money for that, because that's what it was set.
Like the toilets.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to create a Legion construction fund to put that in.
Yeah.
And then the other ones,
I wouldn't say
Or a
construction
rental.
fund. I would just do Legion fund.
so you want it to go in, well, you want it to go in with the rental.
No,
Okay.
rental's totally separate. That money was originally set aside by the community improvement board when we got that first draw from the windmills. And we divided it out. That it was the $75,000.
She's right.
Money for Christmas lights.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the
Yes.
75,000. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
And that's when we put the two.
Yes, and all of those
Yeah.
as funds. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna create a Legion fund for this, a separate Legion fund
Yeah.
for this money.
So that way, like say if we have to replace a toilet or
Mhm.
maintenance repairs and things like that, that can come out of that.
And I will get back with you and let you know exactly where we deposited that.
Okay.
While we're doing that, $10,000, as we go.
Yeah.
Not that we're probably ever gonna make money on this, but
Right. And the rentals would be the only way that we make the money on them. Which I've had 3 people call me this week about.
And somebody
How do
else asked
You
me.
please- Have you forwarded them?
Yes,
to-
I said
Yeah,
call
somebody
town
else
hall.
asked me. That's what I said too.
So
Call
that
town
this-
hall.
it'll get confusing, you know what I mean? Okay, so, oh, the estimate from, do you want me to read my conversation on that?
What for
We
what?
summarize.
We tabled it, yeah.
Oh, what was it?
We talked about,
Haley's?
Jim and Haley's.
No, okay.
Okay,
we'll do
we
that
tabled
another
that,
day.
so we'll talk about that later. And whatever we decide, and I want to say this so I don't forget, whatever we decide on renting, I don't care if we do allow employees, whatever you guys vote on and decide, I still need people to sign that agreement, because if they
Yeah,
don't sign that.
that's all gonna come up through here.
Right, but I
Yeah.
mean, like, even when you guys used it, the agreement wasn't signed, so the insurance was on the town.
It's a town
Yeah.
function.
It
It was
should
a
have
town
been.
Function, even though it's the
It was an
festival
Oktoberfest.
committee doing it.
Yeah, it
We
was
can
the-
ask Rebecca,
so
but I
think
don't think we
Okay,
need.
I think we need to,
It was a town function because it's not the festival committee. We actually have an event committee. There's 4 of us on the event committee. And what we did was we already had the poker run rescheduled. We just
added
added
to it, so it'd
to
be
it.
more
So
to
okay,
it's
do.
so then we need something establishing the event committee. You get what I'm saying?
like a,
Like we have the establishment of the park board, we have the establishment of the redevelopment commission,
okay.
we have economic development, so we're going to need something, because, I mean, if it's something for the festival committee, that I'm just using this as an example because I don't know what else to use as an example. We don't want the town to be liable if somebody gets hurt. If it's, if I'm using it, we don't want the town.
Do we do that with
Hold
park
harmless
too?
agreement.
Yeah.
We will do
Okay.
that with, I even
We do that with
suggested,
everything.
I
yeah.
even suggest that as a town, we rent it, pay the rental fee because of the whole taxpayer thing and the, you know what I mean?
But if you're benefiting the town and not like a personal event,
Yeah.
then I
Right, but if
don't
it's
know.
a business, so, because you guys are an LLC, so
We're
then
not.
that,
Not.
I thought you said
We've
you got
talked
an,
about it. We are
Oh,
not
I thought you
anything
got
like
an
that.
LLC.
No.
okay. But still, I still feel like anything that is not associated with the actual town, the agreement needs to be signed.
Yeah, the event committee is associated with the town. It is for the community center /
Okay, so
Legion.
then
yes,
we
totally
need to-
separate.
We need to establish this event committee because I didn't know we had an event. Okay. So insurance deductibles. We have received 2 notices of policy renewal from EMC Insurance. The first is on policy number 2A18096, commercial policy. They added CP 7175
That's Jewish.
limitation of cut,
I know.
right? I just want to make sure I had it all, you know, put it out there. Limitation of coverage for roof system, adding ACV and cosmetic damage limitation. The following locations will have 110% margin clause added.
So ACV is actual cash value.
Yeah.
Actual cash value on what?
Cosmetic damage limitation.
So that's probably the Legion
So,
because
well,
I
I'll tell
got,
you all the locations. I've got
yeah,
them. So, location 27897, Indiana 43 is the lift station.
Okay.
Location 3, WS, what, I knew what was
just say
WS.
those.
Yeah, just say the locations.
State Road 43, south edge of Chalmers. Oh, wait, that's,
That's a lift station.
so what's that
Next
on?
one.
What was the one before that?
Just Indiana 43.
That's the wastewater treatment plant then.
Oh, okay. And location 10, northwest corner of West Chestnut Street and 22nd. So that's the stormwater. Location 114, East Main Street, Chalmers, which would be the Wessel building.
Mhm.
They're adding CP 1232 limitation on loss settlement, and the deductible for this policy to renew is raised to $5,000
The deductible is 5,000. Yeah.
for each one of.
Yeah.
But I am confused, and
Is-
I need more
so-
clarification on.
Is that one policy including all of those, or is that
That's one
different?
policy. that
Okay,
includes
so
those.
it's a $5,000 deductible for any of those buildings included in that one
Right.
policy per event.
Right, but my deal is there's no roof on a lift station or on
No,
you know what I mean? And that's what that is saying. It's limitation of coverage for roof system.
that's for the Legion. Because
It's not the Legion, it's not on there. It's the
Hold on.
Wessel building.
The reason that I say the Legion is because I just got a call, email from the adjuster or from the underwriter that they needed to know the age of the Legion roof, and a couple other things. I know, and that's what I told him. I said we don't have an exact age but the guys have been up there. It's fine. We're going to surface it, but that won't be until next year.
I truly hate that half
And
the stuff is going to you and half the stuff is coming.
what was the other thing? She was talking about having to have the underwriter said something about a no trespassing, no loitering sign for Legion. And I go, why would we do that? It's a community place. And why, if that's the case, why don't we have it on our other buildings? So it has to be because it was originally submitted that the Legion was a storage facility and not a community center. So I sent all that stuff back to her and hopefully it's all taken care of. Because then John sent a thing and said, thank you.
Asking you for part of it and then asking me.
Well, they are because
She's
I
the one
called and
that
got the
made
one,
sure that it
yeah,
was
before the
insured.
festival. I was the one that called and got through the underwriting.
So we need to get that straightened out.
Yes,
like-
I think it
And
might
I
be
am
straightened out.
perfectly okay with you
So,
selling insurance.
What time, what date did you get all that?
I just received the letter.
Today?
No, I think it was like yesterday or. it was
Okay, so I
last-
sent all that back, I believe last night, and they confirmed today.
Here's the, let me see what date is. Stamp these letters. Where's the stamp?
Just said they were looking for additional information. I said, this is a public building in downtown. Oh, they were asking about security cameras and stuff. And I said,
This doesn't
there's
have
a
any.
security light on the back corner that illuminates the back, the south side and the east side. The front and the other side on First Street are all illuminated by street lights
Right.
on both sides. And what was the other thing they asked? That we were currently looking at camera systems, which I have not heard anything because government shut down. So I haven't heard anything back about that, that I had put in for
The grant.
the grant. I said the building was open for the town festival for rooms, restrooms and seating. It's also being used for other planned town events. We have a committee to plan community events for the entire year. So the building will be used on a regular basis for seating and restrooms only. No kitchen. We created a new rental agreement, so when we get that, I gotta get them a copy of that. And
Weird.
we have, and they were asking about alcohol. I said, we already have it. Well, the blanks weren't filled in.
Oh,
Where it said, like, where
she
the-
went the one with, she said the one,
Oh, I didn't get it.
wait, I didn't know that you didn't get it. I made copies of it.
She was asking about alcohol. I said, we already had a no alcohol policy stated on the rental agreement. So
This isn't,
this was all yesterday,
I'll send you a copy of the,
the updated one.
yeah. But we may want her to update it again anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so and then the other one that they sent, notice of policy renewal on policy, blah, 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 commercial automobile, states, this notice is to advise that we are agreeable to renewing this policy subject to the following: some deductibles increased to 2,000,
Which is fine.
which I don't,
Is that on our vehicles?
yeah,
Yeah,
so I don't
vehicles.
understand, there's been
That's an
no,
awful lot.
Did they change the policy itself? Was it commercial before?
there's been no claims, and it's commercial automobile.
What was our deductible before?
I'd have to look back.
Probably 1,000.
Maybe.
Didn't I send you guys a copy of the,
Yeah.
yeah, I-
So if
It's
they're up in the premium and up in our deductible, I'm
Right.
concerned about
Yeah.
that.
and it's already, I mean, I'm not trying to be,
When's that
it's
renewal date?
outrageous.
So did they say,
January.
yeah, did they say what our new premium would be?
Our total, no, because I just had to fill out the renewal agreement, and I think that's
because
they're sending half to you and half to me. I mean, I had to fill out the whole questionnaire again, remember? And I had to have,
Yeah, the only thing that I'm involved in is the Legion, and I think that's just because
Okay.
I got it.
but so I cannot figure
Sure.
out still. I still have the question on a roof for what's wrong with the roof on the lift station.
I don't think it was pertaining to that. That was
That's what
one
it
of
says,
the,
though.
it did say
There,
lift station.
it's listed.
Yeah,
Then you're gonna
Yeah.
have to ask them.
yeah.
So
There's that little
There's a
building.
little building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
okay, and then but I know that, and that's why I said I'll ask them. But if you
Yeah.
could get me the information that you have,
Yeah.
and then we and maybe
Yeah,
figure
it's
out
Yeah.
and maybe figure out just one of us to handle that.
Mhm.
And I actually, I'm not trying to like shove my,
No.
but you know more about insurance than I do.
I don't
You know what I
have a
mean,
problem
like-
handling it. Yeah.
So maybe we need to,
I don't know.
I don't know, it makes me wonder too.
But this is our first year with this new agency too. We have the same company. It's just a new agent.
But he
yeah.
kept the price exactly the same as what we were paying
Yeah.
before last year. Right.
If they're raising premium and deductible, or if
Right.
they maybe didn't think our deductible was
So what
enough.
was the other thing with raising the deductible, or
She said she didn't.
they're just saying we will accept
They
your policy?
renew the policy,
They didn't say for how much.
right,
That's a problem.
right, because
With
we don't
me.
have that information yet.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, they need to be forthcoming, and I can get real busy on that real fast.
Right,
Because I'm extremely good at commercial insurance. I've been,
You have to
Well,
go through
I've been a
municipalities.
customer
But
for
it's
27
municipal.
years.
And
There's not
Epic's
very
the
many
one
of
that
them.
handles.
yeah, there's not very many that handle.
That do
municipal anymore.
towns. That was
Yeah.
because I did it. I'm the one that got that.
I get it.
There's very few.
And then, so then, I'm sorry, move.
Yeah.
Are we okay? with
Go ahead.
moving on?
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
and we'll work together and try
Yeah.
to figure this out, and I will,
Yeah.
as long as I get copies of it, if,
Yeah.
you know, for the files. Okay, and, then you asked me about what our daily yields were on our money that I had invested in Trust Indiana. So I made that copy for all of you so you could see the daily yields. And I also called, Fountain Trust Company to see as of today, what if we put it in a checking account with them, the percentage rate is 1.75. If we put it in a 6-month CD, which is a special that's going on right now, it will earn 4%. But you have to remember if if you draw from there
It's better.
early, you've got a penalty. Trust Indiana has no penalties. And if we went with a 9-month CD, the interest rate is currently 3.75. As the financial advisor of the town, I think we need to keep it in Trust Indiana.
My guess is it's probably a little lower than this because Fed's lowered the rates twice. since
Well, yeah,
then.
that's September
But,
30th.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
September 1st through the 30th.
right.
Yeah, so I mean,
At least we have the comparison. to know
right,
where we stand.
yes,
Yeah,
and
right.
and the other thing I'm thinking about doing, if they do stay that good, if they do not drop like you're saying, we may want to think about when the larger CDs renew, opening a separate account for
Separate.
those at Trust Indiana, because
Yeah.
they don't
'Cause we
have to
have-
be added to that
Is it
account.
1 or 2 50,000s?
We have a 53,000, and then one is it just under 50? I think the other one's just under 50, and then there's one that's 2,000 something, and
Yeah.
one that's 8,000 something.
Yeah.
I will look at that. And then I also talked to the surveyor and the alley behind Dylan's. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah.
It's fine. I don't think he is going to throw a fit. Is a plotted
You mean
alley.
Brody?
Oh, I'm sorry, Brody. Oh, well, see, shouldn't have
I
changed.
know. I was.
Anyway.
It is an alley.
It is a plotted alley, and he has to be 14 foot off the center of the alley, which he is not.
Well, that goes back to the farmer too. It's on both sides.
No, I'm not
Talk
saying,
about
No,
the farm.
I'm talking about
Yeah,
the
the
farmer
farmer,
is
yes,
not.
yeah.
The farmer is not.
Yeah.
He's legal in what he has.
Yeah.
The farmer
farmer
has
is
to
not.
stay
Mhm.
14 foot off
Yeah.
the center of that alley. That's
Because I think what he was thinking is he could reclaim all of the corners because they were rounding them before.
right.
Yeah.
And then the other resident that has called in complaining, there is no plotted alley there, and there is no setback for agriculture.
Is that it?
I don't know the address. Across the street from,
Oh, never mind.
yeah. So, but she has informed me that she is calling the owner of the property and is trying to see if she, because of all the problems that they're having with her renters, if she might be interested in selling part of that land back. And if you remember right, that's the area
For the subdivision that's
where,
plotted.
yeah,
They probably won't sell.
hopefully. I mean, she's getting a lot older. That one's getting older. And then, so I have that. If anybody needs that, I have it on file now. Try to keep, every time something like that happens, I try to get that map. Okay, and then I need the bids for the town garage heat for the, and then his insurance policy. I'm sure you figured that out by that. The key to the Legion building, we already talked about that. And then the police report, that police report that was talked about in the executive meeting. I still
Jim will
don't
not
have that.
release that because it's not a police report. It was a case report. And that is not public knowledge.
That is not
It is not
public knowledge for the
No,
person that it's about.
no,
Okay, so I need to.
because it's a case report.
to-
It was
okay.
never a police report. So his resignation letter is all you're gonna get,
No.
which,
June 2nd.
Executive session.
oh, yeah, that was the same thing. It's a case report. It's not a police report.
Okay, because I said, because then you accidentally called it a, in the meeting, you accidentally called it a police report.
Yeah, it was not, I confirmed after that. It was never a police report. It was a case report. And it's not, that's all in the police department. They don't release those.
Okay, so I will have Jim sign that he will not release that and then put it in.
It's on
files.
public record.
Because
we
I have
did
to.
it. Because he stated that he wouldn't, it's a case report and they don't release those. So it is on case, it is on public record. On the recording,
I will, but I will ask him to sign it,
yeah.
sign to that effect.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that's it.
If he won't sign, then you can just put a typed up note in there. This is a case report. It's not released for public.
For,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. David,
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys.
I'm still here.
yeah.
Halloween is this Thursday. We need to block off roads, what, about 4 o'clock? Same as last year.
Trunk or treat.
Trunk or treat.
Yeah.
Second, May and third.
Yep,
What time are you blocking them?
about 4 o'clock, yeah. Because we're starting a little bit earlier this year. 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Well, it's 5 to 8. but
Yeah,
people
five-
time to
five.
get their cars.
That, last year they showed up now.
Yeah,
We're gonna do till K-8.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Come back in a half hour.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, so it's Main Street and Second Street.
Main Street between Second and Third,
Yeah.
and Second Street between Walnut and Main.
The church is gonna have hot dogs. Yeah, I was gonna say.
We donated.
we donated hot dogs from the softball
There you go.
event, so. Basketball court, in case you haven't noticed, they need a little bit more gravel and I guess concrete after that, so. Yeah,
Wait, what? Basketball court?
Yeah.
And the other thing is the First, or Fountain Trust Bank donated candy bags.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're,
In my car.
yeah, you
Whoever-
remember that.
Yep.
And all the restrooms are now closed. Bruce blew out the lions on Sunday when it was nice, and so.
So we will have the
Weather.
Legion open for restrooms on trunk or treat night.
I'm just gonna pass out my candy there.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass out my
And
candy.
next
too.
year, I said, we have Hudson Park.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes,
And the only reason we did that is because we were trying to add to that event.
yeah, to make
To get,
something to do.
Yeah. But yes.
Is
So
the
do we
walking
know
path
when-
Still open?
Do we know when
Yeah,
the
there you
court's
go.
gonna be poured? Ooh.
Yeah. We have the basketball goals, and so, and they're really nice, very sturdy. We have $8,000 from the township trustee to go towards a new lawnmower.
Yay.
And I-
Thank you.
Well, I know Bruce has been going out getting estimates on the lawnmower, so.
Yeah, because I think we have to give her an invoice to pay before the end of the year in order to do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
You need to make a decision before the end of the year. Otherwise, I'm not sure for next
Right.
year, if
Yeah.
we're gonna have that money.
Yeah, because I think the county's trying to take the trustees' jobs and do them
Back.
themselves.
but the other thing is, I don't know if you're still interested in this, but Doug and I talked and maybe we need to think about, instead of buying, and I don't know if you explain, instead of buying another mower,
Put that toward.
because we have it,
If it'll last us, yeah.
It's still.
but we have
Is it still good enough to?
I still think, yeah,
Because tractor, we need a tractor worse than we need no mower.
well, and we have that thing that hooks up.
The bush hog. Mhm.
Yes, that.
Yeah.
And so it could do the large areas. I don't know if anybody's still
So maybe
interested.
we
in that. I
should
just know
switch gears and look towards
But
tractor.
you have the money to buy a tractor.
Well,
'cause
We could lease
have to
one.
spend
We
this
could do,
money.
yeah,
oh,
we could
you
do a
have to
lease.
actually purchase it.
Well,
Okay,
we have
not
to
like
have-
you dispense it. Okay.
If we do a lease, then we can put the money down on the lease, but we
I
have to
don't know,
have,
she
she has to have an
you'd
invoice. She has to have an invoice to pay from, is what she needs. She can't give it to the town.
Everything. That's why the money probably can't go for a tractor.
But a mower, yeah.
Because the tractor, that's true, because a tractor won't only be for the park.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay, so then,
that's true. Yeah.
Better go that route.
Yeah.
Everything needs to be park related. And I told her that
It's a
Park.
tractor.
Yeah.
majority of the ground,
Yeah.
maybe that's what it was.
she seemed to be okay with that.
Okay.
She's got to cover herself.
Yeah.
So
And be
on,
amicable about it, and so I would never ask her to.
no,
Right. No, no.
Yeah, we
So-
were just throwing that around one day, we were like, you know,
So whatever this $8,000 has to be used for in the year.
right.
Right.
So what kind of, have you already looked at pricing?
I got two.
no, they want it.
Hold on. Two estimates, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
You have to get those written.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
But at least it gives us an idea of what we would need to come up with. You can just say you can just say the dollar amounts. You can just say the dollar amounts and what, yeah. Are they the?
This is what I wrote down.
Hustler, hyperdrive, 72-inch deck, 16,797. In stock Hustler. Are these brand new or are these? Okay,
Cheapest one is the Super Z like we got now, that Frank really likes it. Loves Hustler mowers. And so I just got another estimate like the one we got now. And it's 14,200.
14.
16, 17. Diesel.
That's with the discount too, right?
I like that it's got 72-inch decks though, because that'll make, yeah. Make the,
Don't use a drop of oil. We got. But he also.
is that what that note is? It doesn't use any oil, the ones we have. Motor's excellent, it uses no oil.
I wrote that.
Okay.
Okay, so the 14,000 is
Is
for
a-
what brand?
Vanguard. Oh, sorry, Super Z, Hustler. Yeah.
And then the diesel
Anything
one is
soft.
what kind? Grasshopper?
Big heavy duty industrial.
Well, diesels usually last long, right?
Yeah. Are we looking at trade-in with, if we'd go with this
I
one?
didn't ask him about trade-in, but maybe somebody would want to buy our.
Yeah, 'cause this one says 1,500, but sure it's worth.
Or it might be a good idea to put, just leave that one in the wastewater
Yeah.
treatment plant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
there you
idea.
go.
I'm gonna leave that there.
Every mower we've got, if it didn't run, was
Worth
full
more than
trade.
that, yeah.
So,
That's what I'm saying. We'd
Trade
be
it,
better off
value
just
it,
to leave it at the,
Right.
yeah. That's not a lot. for
I think it
value.
would benefit them more to just have.
Yeah.
Leave
Keep it out
down
there. Yep.
Mhm. Yeah,
we knew
Yeah.
it.
Right. Yes.
It'll fit.
Mhm. Right.
All government.
so in your
With the
opinion, of what you
discount,
got
too.
now, you're thinking the Super Z? Yeah, that's perfect.
Didn't say nothing about tax, but I don't think he paid tax.
That's
Yeah.
exempt, yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah, that would be the actual price. He just did a quick figure for me and I
This
wrote it down.
one- this was at Riggs?
So I need to find,
If that's one, you know, it's a good mower.
$5,000.
We got one already, a Super C. That's a great mower.
$6,000. Yeah, a little over
If you
6,000.
went with the 14,298,
Here you go, Bruce.
you'd have to come up with, you know, $6,000. I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
okay, I will look for that.
Appreciate the,
Get that approved.
yeah,
Oh, please, yeah. Well, unless you need
Yeah.
them, if you need them.
Yeah, if we can come up with
We'll put it in.
information on that and if,
Doug, we're gonna put this in in that file.
so if we can get information.
Okay.
Work on getting information on that and seeing if we can come up with the funds, Renee, the additional funds. And we can look at it for the November 11th. Yeah, it should be able to,
Well,
possibly,
That's true.
Yeah.
You mow
yeah.
everywhere.
but
Could you do us a favor and get somebody like,
so there was no, somebody said a stipulation that it's the parks.
are they?
Well,
Majority of it's for the park.
I just
So,
wanted
yeah.
to make sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Since the township do that, this
He doesn't have to run.
for park. I
Yeah,
talked
it's
to
for
her
recreation.
About getting the membership, she was okay with that.
okay, all right.
Because it is
I
gonna
just wanna make
specific,
sure
yeah, it will
before I
be used for the,
For money.
yeah.
John Deere.
Okay. And you said they're,
Sorry,
I'm sorry. Nope, I interrupted you. Nope.
go ahead. It blew smoke out. Oh, for the John Deere. Yeah. Okay. So let's shoot for,
Free lubrication.
yeah. Let's shoot. Yeah, let's shoot to get all that information together by our next meeting, November 11th. And then we can get that, everything we need to Nancy for the trustee to get that taken care of too.
I feel better doing it tomorrow, so.
Yeah,
Because if not, then we
Yeah.
get.
Right,
grants
right, to do something
Right,
else.
right.
Get other things.
I'll work on that,
Anything
that
else?
and the road.
Yeah.
Not parking. The address numbers on the Western building on one, do we?
Don't know.
Because we need to get that
And
done.
we need to redo
I
the
don't
sign for
recall
the Legion too.
doing
I don't either.
it. Other than that, I'm done.
Need 911 signs, address signs.
There's one on the Legion, but it just needs like repainted or something, which I
Reflective or
yeah.
something.
Perfect. Yeah.
I do have questions.
Yes.
The water tower, the fence around the water tower, wasn't there a big sign out there? It says like danger, private property, do not enter or something like that?
Oh, is it gone?
Uh,
Oh, did they move it when they did the
There's
water
not- I
project?
walked the dogs up there and it's not there. Pretty sure, because remember those kids last year tried to
Yeah.
fence, and I don't know if we added a sign then. Or if it
There
was.
used to be one.
There's not.
Well,
one
see, they
now.
worked
Somebody
inside
stole
there.
it.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I wondered. If somebody stole it or?
Mhm.
For the water tower, and is there still one on the water plant?
I didn't look at the, yeah, water plant. I didn't Look at that fence.
Yeah.
Was there one there too?
There used to be. There has to be anywhere there's.
Water.
Because I even-
I'm pretty sure there was one to the water, actual water tower fence, but there's not.
Oh, we may have some down there. Yeah,
They-
I looked at that, yeah.
All those types of buildings have to have an
No
emergency phone
trust,
number.
yeah.
And I think we got them. I think we did that a couple years ago, but will you? While you're there? Okay, so the basketball court is concrete?
Yep.
Okay. More concrete, possibly Friday.
The neat thing about that, with the basketball goals, you have the court, and there'd be like a separate pad for the basketball goals themselves.
Is this out here?
Buildings.
Never.
Oh, I don't know. OSHA told me that we had to have them on like the water plant and the wastewater plant.
Just in case somebody finds something around town here. If they don't know how, if they don't have the town number,
They
to
call it the
But do you-
visitor.
But do you?
it would
I
go
was
to
gonna say, because you
voicemail.
don't want, yeah. I
It'd
mean,
go to
so an emergency
voicemail.
number, we don't want to go to voicemail.
No.
So I don't, I'll ask, but I don't think we have to have one up here because who are you gonna put on?
I guess at that
Yeah.
point,
Yeah, they can shut their phone off like
at
it.
that point, they'd either call 911 if it's emergent or non-emergent number.
Yeah,
So maybe we could post that, the non-emergent number
Yeah.
or something.
I mean, as far as I was told by OSHA or the OSHA rep,
Just the
it has
actual
to be on
water, wastewater.
water, wastewater, like those,
Anything.
yeah,
Yeah.
chemicals and
Oh,
mechanical.
no, I meant
Yeah.
address. For the
Oh.
gazebo property
Oh.
downtown. It's a different address
Surely-
to the Wessel.
Surely they can use either the post office or the Wessel. one of the two.
Yeah, and that sure they'd see somebody laying
Post
down.
office got one out
Mm,
Huh?
there? Is the post office got one?
I don't know.
no.
Never looked.
The Legion does.
Legion
It's
does.
just
It's just,
peeling
it
away.
needs, it's peeled away. Yeah.
It's numbered on the front and the back.
Okay, am I supposed to announce this thing about the
No, I just, if you guys want to go to it,
Oh,
that's the
okay.
meeting. They just sent it.
White County Extension Board and Purdue Extension cordially invite you to an annual meeting on November 18th in Reynolds at
Oh,
6:15.
Got one.
Begins at 6:15.
Yeah, I mean, it's not,
Okay.
yeah, it's not.
Okay. Anything else?
Walker,
Oh, okay.
he said he was happy to start doing our work.
Perfect.
Our credits approved.
Mm.
Oh, that he would go ahead and expedite our repairs,
Awesome. Thank you.
so we can get our equipment ready for winter.
Awesome.
So there's that. I also had a really nice, about an hour-long conversation with Dave Davis this afternoon. One of our county commissioners. And, so a little update on the data centers and the battery stuff and all that. Basically, they don't have enough, interest. The two commissioners that will vote together don't have enough interest in these type projects, and they want to wait for something better to come along.
Mm.
Something that will create employment, something that will actually grow our community, as opposed to sitting out there humming and making noise, and you got two people working there.
Being a nice one.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the deal. And they also are very aware that our water resources won't handle something like this. So, that was the mainstay of the conversation. For your request for, the garage for the employee. And, they had something on their agenda way back in, I'm gonna say April, something like that. Dave couldn't even remember what they discussed, but they don't allow it. So, and from on the county side, I mean, they've got so many people that work there that it would be,
Ton of people.
yeah, it would be probably chaos, at any particular time. And then you'd have to have somebody that managed it, because you got some winter day, you got 40 people want to show up and work on their brakes or something.
Yeah.
So from their standpoint, that was like, I don't think we'd, ever be able to do that. I'm still for it,
Are we talking town
Personally.
garage or county
it's
garage?
town
Oh,
garage.
yeah.
And, so that's my opinion. That leaves it the Rebecca thing is.
Yeah. We're a small enough entity.
We can probably get along just fine, just like Brooks. That's my opinion. I trust every one of you guys. I don't have a problem with that. I know you're not gonna use town parts and lubricants and all that stuff on your own. So I get that. It's just that, so anyway, that was why I called him. And, like I said, we have about an hour long on all this other stuff. But, anyway,
So you're saying that the town employee could use that for working on a car or
Yes.
changing a tire? Or,
Yep. whatever you need,
Basically just using the building.
Yeah,
not
just
using-
get in, out. of
use the building and the lights, I
Oh,
don't
it's-
have a problem with that. You can turn on the lights.
You know how to wear the.
You can put the sandwich in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's all right.
Great.
You can even flush the toilet.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Well, good, because I got asked one of them stuff in the refrigerator.
You gotta remember that. That's why I threw that out there.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
Anything else?
So, wait,
Sorry.
has he talked? I know. I'm slow on this. So Dave Davis from the county commissioners said they are going, are not.
Not in favor of it.
Yeah,
Not-
in favor.
that was approved prior to the moratorium.
Got,
Pass everything.
yeah, got commissioner.
But I don't know when it's starting.
Data center.
Whose properties are?
Here's the other thing.
Culver, it's
Donald
open.
Trump has not approved any funding for any of that stuff.
Yeah,
Right.
And it's been widely known for years. Those projects can't advance without federal funding, which accounts for like 60% of construction costs. So I wouldn't look for it. That would be-
it's been pushed back twice already.
Yeah.
And I think with all of that waiting on federal funding, and I think that it may not go.
Can't be
Because
good.
that's prime farm ground.
Mhm.
And it's out there surrounding that one farmer, the one farm. No, out here at John Culver's. At 600. Mhm. Yep. Yep. It'll surround them on three sides.
4,700 acres.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's huge.
Like I said, I'd say with Trump policy, you're not gonna see it.
Probably don't like windmills.
They don't like solar either.
Solar, okay.
Without solar, you don't need batteries.
Right.
That was the whole thing about the battery storage
Right.
systems, is the fact that
Right.
you only get solar half of the day at the most.
The data centers are gonna use 50% more electricity by 4 years. And that's gonna put a real strain on the.
Right.
We don't have the water in this
We don't wanna
county.
be without electricity. We take on. It's gonna go there first. Get what's left.
One thing
Yeah.
about White County is that here at Reynolds, we have kind of a crossroads. All these big lines that came in several years ago, they got a lot of juice. And so the data centers they were interested in
Yes.
being able to exploit that, which is
And the
fine.
water source from the lakes.
The problem is, yeah, you can, first off, EPA, I don't care, will never approve drawing out of standing water. Can't do that. Any navigable waterway is totally off limits. All water has to come from underground. Yes, and you also cannot put it back either. So these data centers, the one up at Monon, I think was gonna draw something like anywhere between 5 to 7 million gallons a day. And then wastewater was gonna be 3 to 5 million a day.
Oh.
And so that has to go somewhere, it has to go through a sewage treatment plant.
Yeah.
Then it can be discharged into a stream once it meets certain criteria. So the data centers are saying, well, why can't we inject it back in the ground and let the ground cool it back to 54 degrees? And then, no, we're not going to do that. That will not fly.
So the water be
Well-
contaminated or not?
I don't know what with, but I know that when they use it for cooling, to draw it out, they have to treat it. They got to get all the iron out of it. They got to get all the grit and everything out.
Treated like.
They have to turn it into a cleaner water than what we have in our drinking water system in town.
Okay.
Because this is electronics that we're dealing with,
Mhm.
not a health concern. So it's not really, they're not worried about bacteria. They're worried about
Okay.
chemicals and the formation of scale
Yeah.
inside the cooling, like radiators.
Radiator coolers.
So that takes chemicals to make that stuff not stick to the aluminum. Well, then you'd have to recirculate it, and then you'd have to have chillers in order to cool that back
Yeah.
down. And that takes too much electricity because we're already using too much electricity. It's cheaper to just pump water out of the ground and waste it. It's more economical for the data center. It's better for our community.
No, no.
Exactly.
Well, and if you think, we pump about 1 million gallons of water through our wastewater treatment plant, and they're looking at 3 to 5 million. Everybody,
A
yeah,
day.
a
Every
day.
day.
And we're 1 million gallons wind.
They wiped us on the map.
Wasn't that in a year's, million gallons? That was in a month, wasn't it? Month and a half. What was the last report we had? I need to get those again too. Yeah,
It's like about 6 months,
yeah,
about 2 million.
yeah.
So we-
So
we
there's
don't
no
have-
way any of our.
We don't have treatment facilities.
It'd
And
be 3 times that size.
Mhm.
so that's the other economic burden to the data center developer is that they have to come up with a way to treat all that
Right.
wastewater. They have to pay for that because there's no infrastructure available to do that. So they gotta punch the wells, get the water, and then they gotta treat it to get rid of it. And I don't know what ditches there are available in different areas, but it's not feasible.
No.
Anyway.
Okay,
Wait, oh, sorry. I don't have time for the Economic Development Commission. No,
oh, the commission, okay.
and personally, I don't agree with any of what they talk about, most of what they talk about. So there is that position open.
Do you know of anybody? Because you can appoint a actual resident. Anybody can.
I mean, that, yeah, that, you
Yeah.
got, yeah. Oh, anybody can.
Yeah.
I, I,
Well, it'll come up again in January anyway,
okay,
so.
good, because I'm done.
How often do they meet and when do they meet?
The first Monday of every month, for lunch.
So if there's
They
any
supply lunch.
public people that out there that want to get on the Economic Development Commission,
Are we doing
Let
a
the town
newsletter?
know.
Can you put it in the newsletter?
Yeah.
Listen
We
to
do that?
Randy Strasser and his bullshit.
Yes. yeah, pretty much. Yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
Um,
that's
so
exactly right.
that's a deal. And then I forgot, I had a customer, and we need to look into this, ask about that, the water test wells or whatever that they put in there. We've never been updated. Remember, they were
Right,
supposed to.
I don't know if they
too.
tested them.
Yeah, I asked that
They
too.
have, they started them,
Did they test them every month?
and they were supposed to update us. So we need something needs to be done with that. And then the other thing was, we never, remember in the water plant, one of the things we had to take off, the water project, we had to take off the cleaning and the painting of the water tower. We need to, yeah, look into putting money back for that. Okay, I just wanted to, oh, come on. Frank will.
I don't know. How
Mhm.
long ago was that done? It wasn't done that long ago.
Oh, no. Oh, it wasn't done. It was left out.
No, they did a cleaning on the inside of it.
Mhm.
They didn't do.
Not inside. Yeah,
Yes.
that was not the
Yeah,
thing up,
Yeah.
the tank.
yes, to take it so.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have no way to power wash it, I would.
Yeah.
I mean,
Why,
You know.
But is that
why can't we?
mold or is that tree sap? I mean,
Right, well, I'd say.
it's on the outside of it.
I think it's just,
It's on it, but it's on the outside of it. There's a half inch of
Drinking it.
deep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just stick to
Water.
Too expensive to see black mold.
They get concerned about it, but.
I understand.
Anyway,
I would recommend.
Anybody bring something?
Frank
Anybody
up
bring
there, he'd be
Yes.
happy to wipe it off.
Yeah, Frank.
Bottle of Windex.
Okay. If there's nothing else,
I
I
make
would
a
love
mo-
to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion to adjourn. Do I have a second? I have a sec. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries 3-0. We are adjourned at 8:15. Thank you. I can feel my cheeks on.
Me too.